Om Amma. Know the basics of Sanatana Dharma. Episode 29. Topic. His caste system exists only in Sanatana Dharma by Shri Chandrasekhar. Dear friends, before we get into the discussion, let us get clarity on three terms. That is Varna, that is Jati, and caste. What do you mean by Varna? Scriptures of Sanatana Dharma divided the society into four divisions. This division is based on workability, that is karma, and the character efficiency, that is guna. But it is not based on birth, dear friends. So what are the four divisions? They are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Sudra. Brahmana means the knowledge giver. Kshatriya means administrator or protector. Vaishya means wealth creator. Sudra means the implementer or assistant, dear friends. Varna system is not based on the birth. In episode 25, we have elaborately discussed about this Varna Dharma, dear friends. Now let us come to Jati. Jati has many meanings. It is used to classify human beings, animals, plants based on birth and species. And Jati is also used to classify inanimate objects based on quality. Example, gems. We say Jati Ratnam. So Jati means very good quality diamond. The good quality Ratnam means diamond. So it is being used for the caste or subcaste in India, dear friends. Now let us come to the word caste. The caste has its origin from the Spanish and Portuguese casta, which means race, lineage, or breed. It is British who gave the name caste to the social structure in India. British did the census of India in 1881 and used the rigid caste boundaries into which they force-fed the entire population and created a hierarchy of various groups suiting their convenience, dear friends. Caste system is universal and not just limited to Hinduism or India. Many names are given like sects, creed, race, ethnic groups, demographic segments, etc. throughout the globe, across all religions. But the underlying character is being birth or ethnic origin, dear friends. Now, Rajiv Malhotra ji is saying that in modern America, we call this demographic segments. There are demographic segments such as inner city African Americans, rural Hispanics, suburban whites, Asian immigrants, and these are common terms in consumer marketing. I wonder how different these are from India's much studied caste. Yet people give funny looks when the term caste is suggested pertaining to America. That is what Rajiv Malhotra ji says. Now, human history has two phases. One phase of human history is compassion, help, service, sharing, and living together and spiritual well-being. The other phase is exploitation of one race by the other race, one nation by the other nation, one group by the other group, one individual by the other individual. This is the human history. It has two sides of a coin. One side is positive, the other side is negative, dear friends. Caste system in India has some positive and negative futures. During 1,000 years of foreign invasions and looting in India, caste system provided a protective shield to individuals to survive. It has given them the physical support. It has given them the moral support. It has given them the financial support. That kind of a shield the caste system has given in the situations of danger. It helped business communities to survive and prosper. Even today, 75% of the Indian business is community based. For example, you have Marwaris, you have Patels. In Christian community, you have Syrian Catholics, even Nadas. And you have in Muslim communities, Maimans and many other communities are there, dear friends. It helped to preserve the spiritual knowledge of rishis, traditional skills of artisans and other occupations, which was unique to India. Brahmins could really preserve the treasure of our sages. Though they did not share with others, but they have preserved the great knowledge. And even other occupations, every occupation, by following a tradition, they have carried down the technologies that were prevalent in ancient India, dear friends. Now, untouchability is the social evil. We are talking about the negative factors now that retarded the human progress. Self-proclamation of special privileges based on birth to certain jatis, especially Brahmins and Kshatriyas, is again the negative side of the caste system. Great spiritual knowledge of rishis was not passed to the lower strata of the society, which was antithesis to the object of Vedanta. When Vedanta talks about Aham Brahmasmi, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, Ishavashyamidam Sarvam, everything is pervaded by the God. But when the people who are custodians of the spiritual knowledge behave in a very parochial way, then automatically there is some problem which has to be rectified. Swami Vivekananda says, if a Brahmin, if he had shared the spiritual knowledge and all the knowledge that he had, then automatically all our invasions would have not happened. That's what Swami Vivekananda was feeling about. Friends, now let us discuss about this untouchability in India versus human tyranny in the rest of the world. Friends, untouchability is a social evil and crime. It was abolished as soon as we got independence, and Article 17 says it is a punishable offense. Dear friends, but this is being used as a weapon by breaking India forces to attack, to damage the reputation of Sanatana Dharma. There are many good features in Sanatana Dharma, good ideals, good things, many good things are there, but still these breaking India forces are using untouchability to, disrepute the Hindu society. They are trying to divide the Hindu society, and they are trying to use this for their ulterior motive of conversions, dear friends. Not only this, they are creating a feeling of guilt in the modern generations. And dear friends, what is this untouchability is all about? Untouchability says, don't touch me. I consider myself as pure and superior. This is a kind of hegemony or superiority complex. Definitely, this has to be not encouraged. This is a crime, but this is a non-violent crime. Dear friends, I want to live my way. I don't want to mingle with you. I don't want to drink with you. I want to maintain the social distance with you. I will not allow you. All these things, I will not allow you in the public places. All these things are wrong, but still it is a non-violent crime. But dear friends, let us look at the history of the world. Slavery in ancient Rome and Greek, you all know about it. This slavery is an established institution in those cultures, dear friends. Dear friends, genocide in Latin America by Christians. After Columbus discovered America, many Spanish people and Portuguese people went there. There, they made the ethnic cleansing of the natives. They have completely eradicated them, really brutally killed them. They have used many epidemic diseases to completely do the mass murdering of them. And this was done basically by the Christian missionaries, dear friends. Now, the Holy Crusades. The Holy Crusades happened between Islam and Christianity for almost 3 centuries. The war was fought only to regain the control of Jerusalem, and those wars are bloody wars, dear friends. Now let us come to Roman Inquisition, Portuguese Inquisition, Spanish Inquisition, and Goa Inquisition. What is this Inquisition? Suppose if I don't agree with the church, then I should be excommunicated. But that never happened. What happened was a brutal assassination, lynching, many other cruel treatments. All these things happened in all these places, especially in Goa. Hindus lost the right to live. Gross human right violations happened with these inquisitions, dear friends. Now, African slaves sold by Europeans in colonies. Africans were abducted. They were taken, they were traded as slaves in all the European colonies. That's how they have been taken to America. They have been taken to various Caribbean islands and other places from Africa, and they have sold them there as slaves, dear friends. Now let us come to US. Even today, mostly or informally, there are black and white churches in USA. You all know Abraham Lincoln sacrificed his life for fighting against the racial discrimination. The fight for voting rights have resulted in getting the rights for blacks only in the year 1960. Dear friends, this is the not only that, even today, when a preacher, when a black preacher is in the church, whites don't go to that church, dear friends. Holocaust of Jews by Nazis inspired by anti-Semitism. What do you mean by Semitism? Semitics means Jews. Jews, it is a belief that Jews have crucified Jesus. That's the reason why they were against the Jews, and for this reason, the Nazis developed hatred, and they have killed almost 6 million Jews in gas chambers, in various modes, dear friends. And that happened in 20th century. Killing of infidels by Islamic invasions, burning of temples, sacred libraries, looting of cities, and raping women, and forceful conversions. All this happened in the name of religion. Atrocities have been committed on the humanity, not only in India, in various places, only for the sake of kafir philosophy, that is infidels. Dear friends, this is what the human tyranny is, and compare this with the untouchability. Definitely, dear friends, the history of Americas, the history of Europe, and the history of Middle East and Central Asia, these things our younger generation should know, and they should understand the fact. Here in India, we have asked them to come and settle. We welcomed them. We have respected their philosophies, yet we were at the receiving end, dear friends. Now, Swami Vivekananda says, in religion, there is no caste. Though our caste and institutions are apparently linked with our religion, they are not so. These institutions have been necessary to protect us as a nation, Swami Vivekananda feels. In the religion, there is no caste. A man from the highest caste and a man from the lowest may become a monk in India, and two castes may become equal. The caste system is opposed to the religion of Vedanta. When Vedanta says everything is God and everything is one, why should there be any differences? apparent, differences may be apparent, but as consciousness, we are all one. That's what the Vedanta says. So this caste system is opposed to the religion of Sanatana Dharma. And not only this, dear friends, this Brahmin becoming a Sudra and Sudra becoming a Brahmin is clearly mentioned in Manusmritis also, dear friends. Now, don't touchism. That is not Hinduism. It is in none of our books. That's what Swami Vivekananda says. We are Orthodox Hindus, but we refuse entirely to identify ourselves with don't touchism. That is not Hinduism. It is in none of our books. It is an orthodox superstition which has interfered with the national efficiency all along the line. Religion has entered in the cooking part. That's what Swami Vivekananda feels. Don't touchism is a formal mental disease. Be aware. All expansion is life. All contraction is death. All love is expansion. All selfishness is contraction. This love is therefore the only law of life. That is what Swami Vivekananda feels about it. Now, dear friends, let us come to the reforms that have been made through ages in Indian society to eliminate this untouchability. Adi Shankara embraced the Chandala and perceived him as Brahman. Ramanuja preached the mantra to all by standing on the temple tower and had given Vaishnavam to many, irrespective of caste and creed, dear friends. Buddha made a radical revolution by preaching the truth beyond caste and religion. Rajaram Mohan Rai of Brahma Samaj, Dayanand Saraswati of Arya Samaj, Guru Nanak, Shankar Dev of Assam, Kabir, Basveshwara of Karnataka, Eknath, Namdev, Jnaneshwar of Maharashtra, Nayanars and Alvars of Tamil Nadu, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Swami Vivekananda, Jyotirao Phule, Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Ambedkar, and many other noble souls, and Narayana Guru in Kerala, and many other souls of India have contributed for the abolition of untouchability, dear friends. Finally, through Article 17 of the Constitution of India, untouchability is abolished and made a punishable offense. Now let us look into the caste, sects, creeds in Islam. Muslims are divided into two major divisions. They are called as Shias 85%, Sunnis 55%, 15%, and they are in eternal conflict with each other. And each division has many major sects and subsects across the Muslim world based on ethnicity. It was the census of India in 1901 for the first time officially recognized such stratification among Muslims, listing 133 social groups wholly or partially Muslims. In various parts of Indian subcontinent like Punjab, Gujarat, Bengal, Kerala, and others, we have many sects and subsects of Muslim communities, dear friends. For example, in Gujarat alone, there are castes like Sunni Bora or Bora Muslims, or Ismaili, Koja, Dawoodi Bora, or Memon, Surti, Mian Bhai, Patan, Khatri, Ganji, Chippa, and each with their own customs and traditions, dear friends. So if so many caste subcastes are there in Islam today, dear friends. Now, at the top of the Indian Muslim pyramid are the Ashrafs, literally the nobles who trace their ancestry to the inhabitants of Arab Peninsula or Central Asia. They are Sayyid, Sheikhs, Mughals, and Pathans. They trace their ancestry to the Central Asia or Arab Peninsula. Next comes the Ajlafs, literally the commoners who are said to be converted from other castes, especially Muslim Rajputs, Gujars, Muslim Jat, and other low castes like Darji, Dobi, Mansuri, Ghadi, Fakir, Hajam, Julaha, Kabari, Kumar, Kunjra, Misari, Mirasi, and Teli. Dear friends, apart from this, there are Arjals, literally the untouchables, who are said to be the Dalit converts. Basically, they are called as Bangis of North India. So dear friends, on the top of the Indian Muslim pyramid, there are Ashrafs, direct descendants of Arabs, Ajlafs, converted commoner caste, and Arjals, converted untouchables. So these are Ashrafs feel superior, and the second comes the Ajlafs. This is how the discrimination is there even in Muslim community, but their Quran says everyone is equal in eyes of God. Dear friends, caste, sects, creeds in Christianity, whether you call them as Christian denominations or sects, there are thousands of such divisions in Christianity based on theology, ethnicity, and culture, which results in exclusiveness like caste. But they don't call it as caste. They call it in a different name. Whatever name you give, there is a division based on ethnicity. We should accept that. Like Shias and Sunnis of Muslim world, even Christian world has major divisions. They are Catholics, who constitute 50% of the Christian population. Orthodox, they constitute 12% of the Christian population. Protestants and others constitute 38% of the Christian population. For each and above divisions, there are thousands of church denominations based on ethnicity across the world. Adherents of each church have different social norms and hierarchy. Suppose if I go to a particular church, my son also will go to the same church, my grandson also will go to the same church. I marry from the same church. I get into endogamy, and this is how the closeness happens. And it is also one way good, but they also have the caste. That's what my point is, dear friends. In the Protestants alone, you have Baptist, Evangelist, Methodist, Lutheran, Anglican, Pentecostal, Seventh-day Adventist, Assemblies of God, etc. And many divisions are there. So there are thousands of church denominations and sects in Christianity also, dear friends. Now there are black churches and white churches in US. And in India, Dalit Christians are discriminated in churches. You have various news reports. You can Google it and find for yourself the discrimination that is happening in Christian community. Syrian Christians of Kerala are a closed group and have separate churches. They are separate graveyards for converted Christians or new Christians in many places in India. Syrian Christians claim their ancestry to St. Thomas directly. So they feel they are superior, and they feel they are they feel that they have to stand apart from the other Christians. So this is how the discrimination is happening in what you call Christianity, dear friends. Roman Catholic Kshatriyas, Karwari Catholics of Goa, Syrian Catholic Christians, Nayars, Mukkavar in Kerala, and Paravar, Mukkavar, Udayar, Nadar caste, and Adi Dravida caste in Tamil Nadu, Chumar, especially Bangi and Chamar caste, they are all Dalits in North India, have converted into Christianity and yet maintain the caste identity. There are many castes that still after getting converted into Christianity, they maintain their the caste identity, dear friends. That is there. That is the reality in India, dear friends. Now, when this in the embracing the world with motherly love, transcending castes, religions, and nations, dear friends, normally we take the blessings from the saintly people from a distance, but Amma, Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, being born in a fisherman family in Kerala and has been embracing millions of people across the globe, irrespective of caste, creed, nation, class, religion, or region, and giving them the solace and comforting them with motherly and divine love. In last 4 decades, she has embraced more than 34 million people. And she is considered as the embodiment of love. When we are talking about untouchability, here is the Divine Mother who is hugging people, irrespective of their caste, creed, class, religion, region, gender, anything. She is hugging people and giving them solace and sharing the divine love with them. So she is an example for transcending the caste, religions, and nation, which is the main goal of the spirituality, which is the main goal of Sanatana Dharma. Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Truth is one, but the scholars say it in different. That is the belief system in Sanatana Dharma. Yeah. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We are all one family. This is the ideal of Sanatana Dharma. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. This is the ideal of Sanatana Dharma. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Om Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.